In this tutorial, we will demonstrate 1. How to run Essentia scripts from the UI, and 2. How to connect to GitHub repositories. Essentia commands are run using Bash scripting language. Anyone familiar with Linux should already be fairly comfortable working with Bash, but even novices can review the Essentia documentation, follow the tutorials, and be able to get up and running fairly quickly. Essentia scripts can be used for a variety of purposes, including some already covered in previous tutorials, like connecting to data, creating categories, and running queries on the raw data. It also can be used to run clusters, pre-process data at scale, do complex in-memory data analysis, and more. When you launch Essentia, there are already some scripts preloaded to get you familiar with the format of how scripts are written and executed. From the UI, click on the Analyze link. By default, the Essentia UI is linked to a public Git repository labeled Direct Script AuriQ. Under the file list, you can see the various files and folders that are accessible. Beneath the file list is a script input box where you can manually enter a new script or modify an existing one. For now, let's run a few of the existing scripts. Click on the Connect folder and select the datastore_select script. This script will add 3 new S3 buckets to our list of connected repositories. Before I can run it, I have to add my AWS access keys in order to connect to these public repositories. Everywhere there is a select S3 bucket command, I am going to add my credentials. Here, here, and here. Now let's run it. We can view the progress below. Great. It looks like it ran correctly. And to verify, just click on Connect at the top. Now you should see the 3 new S3 buckets listed along with the ones added during our previous tutorial on how to connect to data. Go back to Analyze and click the Categorize folder. Choose the Data Store Category Create script this time. This script will add a few different categories under the ASI-Essentia Public repository. I do need to make one small change to the script. Because we've already added ASI-Essentia Public to our listed repositories, I don't need to include the access credentials again, and I don't have to specify S3 in the select command either. Click on Run and view the progress below. After it has finished, you should be able to see the new categories for the selected repository. Moving on, let's select the query folder and click on the query script. This script will create a new category and then execute a few different SQL-like queries against the data in the new category. Just like before, we want to remove the S3 specification in the select command. Click on Run. When it's finished running, I can view the results below. You can download your results into a CSV in case you want to load them into Excel or some other application. Great. Now let's try the Analyze folder. There are a few different scripts to choose from here. Select the cluster_database script. This script will launch 2 worker nodes, create an in-memory database, a table in that database, connect to data in S3, and create a category with some pre-processing rules. Finally, it will stream target data from the files associated with the category into the distributed in-memory database and export to a file. When it is finished, the script will stop the database, delete the results, and terminate the cluster. Before running, you need to remove the S3 specification in the select command and also add your AWS access credentials to the cluster creation command. Click on Run. Since we are launching 2 worker nodes, you can check on the status of the cluster by clicking on the Cluster Status tool. When the additional workers come online, you will see them listed here. Launching a cluster can take a few minutes, so be patient. Great, now my cluster is up. It will run the rest of the script, and when it's finished, it will terminate the cluster as we see here. In addition to the pre-existing scripts, you can directly enter your own or select from some available in our online documentation. You can copy and paste or pull the script from our public Git along with any source data files. Just make sure to modify them with the appropriate repository locations and access credentials if necessary. The last thing I want to cover is how to add other GitHub repositories to the list. This makes it easy to save and share scripts with others. Just click on the Add button and enter the information. In this case, here is the repository I want to add. The owner is here, and the repository name is Essential Public. In order to get an access token, you need to select your profile icon, select Settings, and then click on the Personal Access token, and generate a new token. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Please visit our online documentation for more details on how to use Essentia for data analysis.